Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I shared with you hacks to save money on your houseplants. In this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you money lessons that we learned on our first investment property. As I said before, I will be sharing money related content on this channel just for this month. So I hope you enjoy it. Please excuse the echo and please see this video as just a lesson from a friend, lessons that we've learned and mistakes that we've made. It is in no way financial advice or investment advice. So my husband and I had been looking for an investment property for a long time. We wanted a place that was close to schools, places of work, public transport and shops. Having lived in Strand and Gordons Bay area before, we loved it, but realized that rental prices at that time were too low, so our rental income would be low. At that time, it was around 2019. Prices were around 5,500 Rand for a 2-bedroom. We also realized that Gordons Bay and Strand area was not close to places of work, being about 45 kilometers from Cape Town and 35 minutes from Stellenbosch with traffic. So our search then, because we knew our budget was within the 650,000 Rand range, we knew that our next best option was Bellville. At the time, Bellville apartments were charging a rental income of 6,500 Rand for 1-bedroom apartments, as compared to 5,500 Rand in Strand Gordons Bay area for 2 bedrooms. So that was a whole 1,000 Rand more money for fewer rooms than in Strand. With rumors that Bellville was going to be developed as Cape Town's second CBD, Bellville looked like a good option for us. But what we didn't do was have a proper investment strategy. So the first money lesson that we learned was that you need to learn and understand the different investment strategies before buying your investment property. So there are two strategies that I know of, which is the buy to let option, and then there's a buy to sell option, where that includes like flips and that is a capital gains method. So you buy low and you sell high. If you want to learn more about property investment, when, how, where to buy in South Africa, please check out Lawrence Property Coach. I'll link his channel down below. I saw an article on the Australian investment market the other day. The author defined property investors as follows. Strategic investors make educated investment decisions based on research and buy a property below its intrinsic value in an area that has above average long-term capital growth and then adds value to manufacture equity. What stood out from the article and from the author was him saying that you buy a property below its intrinsic value. That leads us on to money lesson number 2 that we had to learn. We had to learn that negotiating or asking for a discount does not make you look cheap, and you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. We unfortunately made the mistake of not negotiating the offer price on our property, but we did ask for a discount on the transfer fees. We thought it was going to be weird and awkward asking for the discount, but the lawyers had no objections and just simply gave us the discount. Money lesson number 2, do not feel embarrassed or shy to negotiate and ask for discounts, especially when it's an investment property. All right, money lesson number 3 is critical. It is critical. Calculate your levies into your expenses, your property expenses, before making an offer on the property. Levies are the price that you pay for management of the complex, such as grass cutting, cleaning, security guards, all of that. You may find that your expected rental income is 4,500 Rand, for example. If you are paying 3,800 Rand for your bond repayment and your levies are 1,800 Rand, you will be paying a total of 5,600 Rand in total, while only receiving 4,500 Rand rental income, running you at a net loss of 1,100 Rand. I know not all of you mind losing that money. It may seem like very little money, but it does add up, and you could be using that money to buy a second property or, add towards a second property. Money lesson number 4. If you are buying into a sectional title, please do your research on the managing agency. That is the mistake that we made. We didn't do our research on the managing agency. And if you are building a new build, do your research on the developers as well. Estate agents, managing agents, and rental agents are salespeople. They can smooth talk you, leave you high and dry with a huge debt at the end of the day. So please do your research. I'm not knowledgeable on how to look for a good managing agent, but I would suggest that you look at the complex financial reports to see if there's any discrepancies, and then check the managing agent's fidelity insurance on the property. You can look online to see the regulations that managing agencies have to adhere to. Money lesson number 5 is very relevant, especially with the increase in interest rates last week, and it is to fix your interest rates earlier on, as early as possible. Remember to first do your research on the interest rate outlook, and if it does look like it's going to increase, then fix your interest rates as soon as you can. We made that mistake. We didn't fix our interest rates as soon as we got the bond approved and started paying installments. And now every month, with the interest rate increases that have been going on, we get a clump, like a huge clump of an increase of around 150 to 200 Rand every month on the bond repayment. And yeah, it's heartbreaking when you see that money coming off of your account. Finally, on to the last lesson that we have had to learn, was to have a savings account for repairs on your rental property. We have just recently learned that there's electrical issues at our apartment, and do we have the savings to fix it? No. So what's going to happen now is that the agent is going to take that money from our rental income, which is already cash negative. So yeah, it hurts. So please have a savings account for your rental property if you are wanting to invest, start your investment portfolio. That's all for this video. I know it's like jam-packed with information, but I hope it was helpful. Comment down below if you have any other money lessons that you've learned with your own property. And thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next one, and the next one is going to be pretty exciting. The next money related video will come out next week Monday. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Cheers.